Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Arshpreet Kaur. Welcome to my first video on this YouTube channel. I would really like to know your views and opinions about this video, so please do share them in the comments below. So today I'll be talking about the most important word in Sikhism, Waheguru. I'll be talking about the 3 most asked questions. So, number 1, what is Waheguru? Number 2, how can we meditate on Waheguru? And number 3, which is a mixture of 2 questions, why do we need Waheguru and why do we need to meditate on him? I also have a special question at the end, so please watch all the way through. Okay, so the first question is, what is Waheguru? Now, this question probably pops in your head all the time, so hopefully you do get your answer here today. The Google search meaning is the typical meaning that most people would use. Wonderful teacher. Okay, so Sikhs say that Wah means wow and wonderful in the Punjabi language, and Guru has 2 meanings. Again, in the Punjabi language it means teacher, but if you split up the word you get Gu and Ru. Gu means darkness and Ru means lightness. Now if we put all of this together we get the ultimate meaning, which is the wonderful God, Waheguru, is that teacher that takes us from darkness to lightness. Now hopefully you understand a little bit more about what Waheguru means and where it comes from. Now people all around the world think that Waheguru is the word for God in Sikhism. Now there could be different interpretations to this, but Sikhs would take this in 2 ways. Number 1, God has many names, and number 2, God has no names. Okay, so God's names are Waheguru, Ram, Hari, Krishna, Allah, God, Lord, and so on. And then Guru Gobind Singh Ji has written in Jap Sahib Nirnamme. I've written it in English as well for those of you who don't know how to read Punjabi, but if we split up the word we get Nir and Namme. Nir is like a prefix, so it swaps the meaning of the word. Namme means name. So altogether, Nirnamme means without name. We know this because Guru Gobind Singh Ji wrote Jap Sahib as a description of Waheguru. However, the ultimate name is told to us by Guru Nanak Dev Ji, our first Guru, in Japji Sahib, the first ever text written in Sikhism. The first part of Japji Sahib is the Mool Mantar. The second word of the whole of the Guru Granth Sahib Ji is Satnam. Now, Sat means truth, from the Punjabi word Sach. Naam, as we've seen before in Nirnamme, means name. So, Waheguru's name is true. Bhai Gurdas Ji writes in his Vara, in Var 13, Body 2, Waheguru Gur Mantar hai, Jap ho main koi. And again, I've written it in English underneath, in pink for those of you who don't know how to read Punjabi. Now, let's look at each word by itself. Our first word is Waheguru, which we have just been through, which means wonderful teacher. Then we have Gur Mantar, which means mantar, so Guru's mantar or mantra, however you'd like to take it. So the first part means Waheguru is the mantar. Now the next word is Jap, which is a very important word, which Guru Nanak Dev Ji again writes in Japji Sahib. Jap means to chant. Next we have Homme, which is ego, which I will talk about in a few more minutes. And then finally we have Koi, which means lost. So altogether, Waheguru is the mantra that we should chant to get rid of our ego. Now, how is this? This is because we are chanting on Waheguru's name and not thinking about ourselves. Okay, let's move on to the second question. How do we meditate on Waheguru? So everything aside, scientific research shows us that meditation is very, very important, majorly uplifting and beneficial for everyone. So luckily for Sikhs, our Gurus encourage us to meditate and to take some time out of the day to remember Waheguru. So for Sikhs, meditation is quite significant as it gives us a short break from the rest of the world and calms us down for what is to come. So back to the question, one really important factor of meditation is to concentrate and to focus fully on your breathing. You may notice that when you start meditating in your early stages, your mind will easily and really quickly wander off. Now, there are many ways to help control your thoughts, but the two most easy and helpful ways for beginners would be to firstly focus on inhaling slowly and exhaling slowly. This helps calm down your brain and increases the blood flow in a very healthy way. Keeping your breath at a nice pace can be very helpful as well. And secondly, listen to yourself. Carefully listen to the words Waheguru or whatever you're saying slowly come out of your mouth. Hopefully this will help you meditate more effectively in the future. Now let's move on to the third question. This is a combination of two questions. Why do we need Waheguru and why do we need to meditate on Waheguru? These two questions link together quite well and have very similar answers. Sikhs must try to jap naam every breath of their lives. But why is this? So we need to go all the way back to the core of the problem. We have the 5 evils: Kaam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Hankar. Again, I've written them in English for those of you who can't read Punjabi. These mean lust, anger, greed, attachment, and then most importantly, ego. Next, we have the 5 virtues on the other side: Sat, Santokh, Daya, Nimrata, and Pyar. Again, I've written them in English. These mean truth, contentment, compassion, humility, and love. Love is very important. Genuine love to everyone around you. Out of the 5 evils, Hankar, ego, is the main one. If we are able to win the battle against ego, which is very, very difficult, but not impossible, people just like you and me can overcome this obstacle. If we jap naam, it will not only get rid of it, it will also make us better humans and make us closer to Waheguru and help grow our 5 virtues. So altogether, by chanting the name of Waheguru, the true and wonderful teacher and the creator, helps calm us down and helps us become much better people. If we do Simran, which is the process of chanting Waheguru, we will be able to become better humans. So, finally on to the special question. Where is Waheguru? Now, any Sikh that you would ask would give you the answer that he is everywhere. But let's look a little bit deeper into this so we can understand what everywhere means. Firstly, he's in all plants and in all animals that he created with love. The 3 substances, water, fire, and air, is something that humans can't create. Waheguru created these 3 and is in them as well. He's in all planets, galaxies, and beyond, you name it. Even the places that scientists haven't discovered yet, he is there. And most importantly, he is in you and me right now. And the goal of our life is to find Waheguru within us and see Waheguru in everybody else as well. In the simplest way, he is everywhere and can see you and me right now. And if you jap naam with all your heart and surrender to that one creator, he will protect you until your last breath. And one day, you might even meet him. So, now we've reached the end of this video. And hopefully you've learnt something new today. Spread love, stay happy and stay safe. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.